to do all of those things, then of course you can tell them that, oh, this aspect is more professional, so I need to, this is the amount we collect for this. But you as a personal person, you are told to come and play keyboard in the church, you now decide to place a price tag on it. It is wrong. Nonetheless, the church once a while could honor, and you have to look at the individual that you are honoring. There are some individuals that they are capable, they don't need whatever it is you are giving them monthly to survive. They are okay and they are still instrumentalists. But there are some of them that they will need it, but you should not.
Okay, can I come in here?
Okay.
What about pastors that don't know they go for transport fare? Is it wrong? I tell pastor, please, I think we need to use, it's personal. Some people don't feel, and some people, what you think is okay to another person is not okay. So pastor says, okay, just take this 200 and buy rice. And you know, you can't buy for an adult with what Nigeria is saying. So is it wrong for me to put a price tag? Okay, pastor, please, so that there will be no back and forth, there will be no drift in between us, so that there will be no rift. Okay, let's put a fixed price on this thing.
It's still, I will still disagree. I don't see, that is very wrong. That's why we that are ministers, or you own a church, you own an organization, and it's a Christian body, we should try as much as possible to honor ministers. We are the one that allowed most of these ministers to be doing what they are doing.
That's true.
Honor them well, treat them well.
Prioritize honor.
Yes,
Prioritize
honor them well, so that. But if they are now going to the extreme, you know that, oh, this one is, you know, is carnal, of course. So honor them well, do the needful, and then some people believe that ministers in the place of honorarium now. Some people believe that, okay, there should be a particular price for each ministers, that we should have a particular fixed price. That, yes.
To them is a business.
Yes, because it depends on your church. If your church is a mega church, your bill is higher. If your church is not a mega church, there's a bill they give you.
According to what you said,
I didn't say church, I said honor.
I know.
No. What I said is different from what he said. What he's saying is different from they honor you according to your grace.
It's different from charge.
It's different from charge.
Okay,
somebody that is already an international music minister, or that is an international locality, the honor you will give an international minister will be different from the person you will, you know.
So are we now saying honor is relative?
Well, and God has not said leave, then that means you are rebellious. Because this is not, we are not doing, we are not in civil service. This is a spiritual assignment. You report to a master. We are talking of kingdom lifestyle here.
But
you
report, I know it is a spiritual assignment, but I'm not going to fly. The Holy Spirit is not going to... Hold on. Listen to me. Okay.
You know, Mr. Gmal talked about you will suffer for a while. See, do you know that suffering is also part of our package?
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you are in a church and God says stay there, if they hit your head, if they batter you, whatever it is they do for you there or to you there, if God says stay, you stay.
Okay, very well.
Yes.
Thank you.
If God says it is time to move, because there will be a reason why God says stay.
Okay.
God, there are certain things that God will make you to pass through because He's building you.
Okay, that means we must always hear God.
Hear God.
You. Fundamental to every assignment. You know, I was talking to some people a few days back, and I was telling them that the purpose of God is not a one-off process. All right, it's not a one-off process. In other words, once God tells you that this is what I have called you to do, part time, per season, you need to understand the dynamics that is involved in the process to that assignment, because it changes over time. This minute, God might want you to be in Lagos.
Okay.
He's still in the process of your assignment, right? And the next minute he could change and say, oh, I don't want you in Lagos at this particular time, based on the plan that I have for some people in a specific place. All right? Just like Moses. Moses was in Egypt. At some point, he ran away.
Okay.
All right? all was still in the process of God's, assignment for his life and for the deliverance of the children of Israel. Do you understand? And then at some point,
sorry, before you continue,
yes,
now you still continue. Please, online viewers, if you have questions, just send your questions. Please, can we get questions from the online viewers? We need questions, so we need to read the questions from online viewers. So we need you to help us send questions. Please help us write the questions from online viewers so that we can answer their questions. All right, can you continue, sir?
Yes, sir. So Moses got to the burning bush, and God said, "This is not where I want you to be. You are going back to Egypt."
Okay.
But at some point, I want to believe that his leaving Egypt was also in the plan of God.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So we need to understand that whatever call and assignment God has called you, is not a one-off thing. So it means that per time, per season, you are going back to him to confirm what is the next phase. All right. So if you are a music minister and you are called to serve in a particular place, and because of the treatment you think you don't like, you need to verify from God. This has happened to me several times. I remember when I was in a particular place, I was serving there, and at some point I started feeling unfulfilled. Do you understand? And I wanted to leave. But before I took that decision, I had to go back to God and I said, God, what is your plan? Do you want me to stay here? Is this part of your plan and will for my life or for my assignment? And God said to me, it is time for you to move. And he gave me 1 or 2 confirmations that I should leave that place, and move on to the next phase of, that assignment.
Right.
So it is very, very fundamental that if you are called to be a music minister, you see, the problem here is that a lot of people are doing this calling thing sensually.
Yeah.
Do you understand? They are doing it sensually, and that's why all this carnality is flowing through. These are standards of the world. They are standards of the world.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but in the scripture we have standards.
Yes.
Do you get? And one of the things that controls the standards of God is that you have to keep going back to God to get confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very important.
Yeah, I have a question, and like the Levites, we know that the mistresses are part of the Levites. Like, do you think that mistress should be remunerated? Because the notion is pastors most times live on tithes, and offerings, and people easily go to pastor and say, "Pastor, take envelope." But choristers don't really see that. I don't know.
I disagree.
I disagree because
not the lead singer. I mean choristers, the members, everybody. I'm not talking of the lead singer. If you are the lead singer, you are the lead pastor. If I'm a prayer warrior, if I pray, pastor can say, okay, go and pray for this person. Most times I can say, okay, the prophet's offering, let me just give this person. But for choristers, do they give them individually? Take your own envelope, or they just give the lead?
Let me tell you something. I've seen a church where the mistress ministered powerfully well, and somebody looked and said, "Wow, I feel led to give everybody so amount of check." Wrote the check and gave it out. So that's for everyone. Looking at that now, they all benefited.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, so it's not and
it shouldn't be about money.
Yeah, it shouldn't be about money.
Yeah.
You will be blessed. You can minister in song in such a way as a team, and the lead singer, you together with the team, and somebody can be more and say, "Oh, I'm giving you a check of 100 million. Everybody just be fine. Take care of yourself." Or I want to take every one of you a trip outside the country, and that's it. Yes, it's possible. It can happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would want to also remind us of the Ablaze Conference coming from 17th to 19th of August 2023. I want us to be at the Redemption Camp. If you are not in Redemption Camp from 17th to 19th, you are very, very wrong. So, let's continue. What is it possible for a minister of God to say, "God instructed me not to give this guest minister any honorarium"? Is it possible?
Well, let's go on a break then.
Yes.
We'll come back and answer that question.
It is the army of God. Revivalists. Their mission is to raise man and raise hell. A Blaze Conference 2023 presents a 3-day revival camp meeting, Revivalists Rankings, featuring Prophet Jesse Jankfa, Prophet Ayo Jeje, Reverend Tolu Agbola, Pastor Mrs. Abiodun Osho, Evangelist Adeolu Allen, Minister Jimaru Opa, Minister Denike Adeshino, host Pastor Wale Peter Osho, from 17th to 19th of August 2023 at RCCG City of God Redemption Camp, Ogun. Arrival time 2-551-85.
And
Take of him and reveal to you.
once you prioritize increasing the value,
If we have sown, this is a Pastor Wale Peter Show. Thank you, viewers.